Hello everyone, xHedra here bringing you episode 72 of Forever Stranded, a mod pack by Gaming with Sheridan. So in the last episode, we finally did our monitor setup for the quests. So I can see for the upcoming quest how much I have of everything. Right now I have 1600 sandstone, 10,000 sand, 31,000 iron block, 3,300 gold block, 5,200 lapis block, and 1,550 diamond block. So it's clear that the diamonds are going to be my problem, and I'm going to take care of this in the second part of this episode. But to start taking care of this in the last episode, I crafted two new tier 4 void ore miner, and I set them back up right here. And I've put all of my void ore miners on diamonds, so that this way I'm maxing out my diamond output. And here, I've just decided to put all the gold in here and put all of the lapis, redstone, and diamond in here, but the rest I'm voiding. In this chest though, I'm keeping the iron because it feels like such a shame destroying the iron. So I decided to keep it, but I don't think that I'm going to be processing it anytime soon because as you saw, I have a ton of. I also replaced the cable connection here because I don't think that this void ore miner was working at its max capacity. So that's it for basically all that I did last episode. I also played with some more with the dirt quest because this is clearly not in balance, and I was able to, if not balance it, at least make sure that there was never anything in this chest or the, oh, I guess I just transferred the problem to that chest. And I'm wondering if the problem is not that it's too full so that it's not able to craft the dirt. So this is such a balancing act. I can't ever seem to get the proper balance. And yeah, I think that's what it is. Let me just empty as much as I can. And I'm going to slow down the output from this. So let's slow it down by half. And let's empty a line in each. Because I need these to not be full, or else there's no space to put the dirt that's being crafted. So I stopped the export in here because it was making my dirt farm 2.0 from working at 671. And in here right now I'm at 209. So 6, 7, 8, 871. So I'm basically missing 130,000 gold. 110,000 dirt. So hopefully by the end of this episode we should be no longer dirty, but I feel forever dirty now. I feel like it's never going to end. Also, I don't know how much I derp on that one, but my Smeltry there was still stuffed. There was still a problem with iron in both. But now I only send gold in my Smeltry, so there's no reason that this should ever be a problem anymore. This giant drum of iron still has 560 ingot in it, so not ingot, millibucket, which means a lot more ingots, and it's going to continue emptying here. And this one's 426 on gold is going to continue emptying, so this should all be good. The other thing that I wanted to do, and I'm going to do it right now before I forget, is Jimmi Ashby, thanks for the reminder. I keep forgetting to open those loot chests. And they might contain the 2 golden apple that I need for my saturation modifier. So let's go with the first one. Nope. Second one. Nope. Third one. Nope again. Ooh, 3 nether star. And not so useful at all. And the last loot chest. Jimmi Ashby, I love you, man. I got 10 golden apple. I can't believe that I get this legendary loot chest and it's the last one. I can finally get my saturation modifier. This is amazing. I'm so happy about that, guys. I thought I would have to go jungle hunting for a long while to find everything that I needed. And I can't believe that my golden apples were just there. So now all I need is a chorus fruit. And so I'm going to go to the end quickly and get 2 chorus tree. 2 or 3 chorus tree. I don't know how many. I'm just going to get whatever I can find. So let's go to the end. Wow. Wow. Talk about luck. And I told you guys I didn't want to use the loot chest for things I can't get. But this is just this is one of those things that you have to get from a lot of luck and a lot of hunting. And at this point, I don't really need it. It's just that I don't want to waste the time eating anymore. So the thing is, for the trees, there's none on the main island. If I remember properly what we're supposed to do, let me get some ender pearl. Ender pearl. And this is something I'm going in a bit blind, to be honest, because I haven't done this in so long. I've never really been attracted by the end. So let's go look into this and throw a... Oh, wow. It worked first time. So basically, these are teleporter that brings you to other place. And coarse fruit won't be a problem. 27 coarse fruit. Let's just grab a couple. Wow, 62. Let's get another one from here. And I think these are also can be planted. Is those the one? No, we don't plant the coarse fruit. So I won't be able to grow a chorus fruit plant. Let me just do a quick search on chorus. And what I need is chorus seeds. And these are gotten from ender gravel. So, doesn't matter. I'm just going to grab a couple like this. And I would like to get some. But, whoa, you don't seem happy. Well, I don't need to be here anymore. And there are these little islands and whatnot. There are also some end city, but I don't want to waste too much time on that. I just wanted to get my saturation modifier. And we're back to the main island, and let's just go back home. And we're going to take the next 2-3 minutes to finish crafting our... Oh no, I don't need to see the credit. To finish crafting our saturation modifier. And you guys have no idea how happy I am that this is getting done. Because last episode, if you watch the time lapse, at some point I actually had to go and spend time eating, of all things. Like, can you believe I had to eat? That's such an old passé thing. So saturation modifier like so. And I should be able to craft one. I'm missing a core. I'm just going to... Okay, core, craft one next, start, and the moment that it's over, saturation, like this, et voila. Oh my god, Jimmi Ashby, thanks again, this is amazing. Let's go put it in, and I'll never need to eat again. I'm going to put it right here, et voila. Hello. Oh, it kicked in. So now I'm full on food. I won't need to worry about food or health or nothing anymore. So I can just throw that back in, and I don't need to be wearing this anymore. So let's just remove this armor and put this one instead. Yeah, this is my best armor. And since I can fly from the beacon, I don't need this anymore. And I'm just going to put this armor in here and get rid of this in here. Oh, no, not the speed upgrade. Speed upgrade. I'm going to grab those again. And I'm going to go look at the dirt quest, Dirt Farm 3.0 again. So this is now empty. This is empty also. So now we're not extracting fast enough. So I don't know what the balance is, but it's not 7. So let's bring it up to 9 and we'll check it again later. So guys, this episode, you've already seen the title, is the Wendy Churchill episode. And the reason for that is she's been giving me a lot of tips and tricks lately. And in this one episode, I'm really inspired by her. And it also worked with something that Jimmi Ashby recommended to me. So might as well put 2 and 2 together. So today, the first tip and trick from Wendy Churchill is to craft and upgrade an actually edition drill. They're super fast and they do 5x5. So for this sand and these sandstone, we're going to go drilling for them. Because there are some weird places out there that I want to explore and go show you guys. So I'm going to go there to grab those to get some sand and some sandstone from there. And I might as well make the fastest drill that exists. So for that, we're going to need a couple of things. First, we're going to need, let me pull up the list, and I'm going to show you the list. So I'm going to put the list right here so that you can see it. And basically, it's a lot of, well, it's not a lot of crafting, but it's a lot of annoying step. Actually, addition to me seems very powerful, but it has a lot of step. So first, let's get some bucket because we're going to need milk. Not milk, I need buckets, and I think I have some in my bags. And the problem with milk is I don't know if I can get all three from the same cow immediately. So let's go try that quickly, because if we can't, we're going to need to get back to the same cow over and over again to get the milk. So one bucket, and exactly what I thought. Oh, okay, I guess I can get all three, so milk will not be a problem. So the next thing that I need is I need to get some crystals, and I need to get some empowered crystal. So as per the list, I'm going to need 12 iron blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 3 diamond block. Whoa. 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to need to go and transform these into an ori crystal and into diamantine crystal. So let's go back here, remove this, put all. I'm going to have to turn off my magnet, not like this. No, my magnet is the numlock key, so no, not you. It doesn't matter. It shouldn't hurt it. So throw all of this here and activate this and get all of these back. Perfect. And now we need to transform some of these. So to transform some of these, I'm going to be using this trick here, as I did last time. But the difference this time is I'm going to get some more hoppers. Hoppers. I'm going to get 2 more. So 1, 2. And I'm going to actually break this under here because I'm going to put a hopper on top and I'm going to put a hopper under. And I'm going to reconnect the power around. So like so. Take this, and is this one connected? No, this one's not connected, so I'm going to have to bring it power somehow around like this. And I'm just going to need one more energy, and do I have the small one? Yes, I do, so that shouldn't be a problem, and connect it like this. And just to make sure that I'm getting full power from everywhere, one like this. Perfect, so let's show that back in the ME system. I don't need this for now. So as part of my list, I need some clay. So I'm going to need 2 little clay balls like this and 1 big clay like that. And I'm going to need a light blue dye. Oh, and I do have some light blue dye. Perfect. So let's fill these in right now because it's going to make that's the one I need for the diamantine. And like this. And this one's going to start crafting. And then I'm going to need 3 Inori crystal blocks. So I'm going to put the 3 Inori crystal there, and for Inori, I need some buttons, and I need only 2 Inori crystal. So button, 1, 2. I'm going to need some cobblestone, 1, 2, and I'm going to need some snowballs, like this. I'm going to need 2 of these, 1, 2, and I need some gray dye. Oh, not that one, this one, and I need 2 also. So if I look under, it put my empowered diamantine block, and it filled with the next one. So buttons, cobblestone, snowball, gray dye, and I'm going to remove the extra one because I only need 1. And I can just wait for all of this to come over into this. And while I'm waiting for this, I might as well craft my cake. So I'm gonna say cake like this and make the recipe and build the cake. I'm just gonna throw it back in the ME82 system. I'm gonna need some gold nugget. That's not going to be a problem. I need black quartz, Restonia. I don't know how many Restonia crystal I have. 63. So that's actually not enough. So let's get some redstone block. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 should be enough. I have so much redstone. I don't know why I would be wasting time like that. Let's just make a bunch and be done with it. So throw this there, activate, get them back. Let's put the lens back and let's go back. This should have finished crafting by now. Yes, it has. So let's grab them. Perfect. So now we're ready to craft the whole thing, and I don't even need to go over there. I can just throw all of this in the system. Okay, so first I need some coils. And oh, I already had 5 coils. Oops. So I wrote down that I needed how many coils? I closed my list by mistake. Just give me a second. I need 13 basic coil. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, like so. And I need 5 advanced coils, so 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Perfect. So the first thing for the drill, if I search for drill, I need to craft this one here. First, we need a drill core. So let's make 1 drill core. And then we need the drill itself. And here's the drill. And the drill is really basic. So if you use the drill, first it needs to be recharged, but it does 1 block at a time. If you hold shift and right click, you can put up to 5 augment in it. So now let's craft our drill augment. And the way this one works is like Woot. You need all of the levels for this to work. So the first speed upgrade, like this. The second one is with the cake and the sugar, like this. The third one is with empowered Inori crystal and an empowered diamantine and the sugar, so like this. Then we need to make the drill mining augment, which makes it a 3x3 first level. So let's make, oh, I need to break some more Inori crystal. So let's break down 2. What am I going to need here? Empowered. So let's break down 1 of the empowered. And let's break down 1 of the diamantine. I should be good now. So I need this drill mining upgrade and then the level 5, this mining upgrade. So now if I shift right click and go speed 1, 2, 3, 3x3, 5x5. This drill is still not recharged though. And I don't know if the wireless charger does work for it. But that's the second tip and trick from Wendy Churchill. And oh my god, I wish I had known this before. These stupid little battery, I never read them. Not charging other items in inventory. Sneak right click to toggle. You can actually use those to charge things in your inventory. So I'm going to craft a max tier 1 right now and look at how cheap and easy these are to make. I wish I'd done that before. This one now. Oh, I'm out of empowered, but that's not true. I just need to break another block, which is why we needed the block. So that's a quadruple, and this is a quintuple. And a quintuple is 16 million. So yeah, that's how incredible this is. And I really, really wish I had done it before, because now this is going to charge, and if I keep it charged, it's going to keep my drill charged. So now I should be able to go and dig like crazy. And the last thing I wanted to say, which is another tip and trick by Wendy Churchill, but I told in the last episode, this mega torch. I need to bring some with me because while I'm digging, I don't want mobs spawning. It has a range of 164 block. I checked in the torchmaster.cfg config file in the system. It can, base is 32, can go up to 512, but each mod pack can configure to the size that they want. So it's 164. So I'm just going to look at Mega Torch, and I'm going to look if I can craft a couple more of these. They're pretty inexpensive. Oh, and I'm out of Blaze Rod, which is perfect because it brings me to a tip and trick from Jimmi Ashby. Finally, I took the time and I went to get a blaze. So when I went, oh, that's what I forgot to tell you. So in the time lapse, I decided I didn't need the iron golem farm anymore, so I removed the iron golem farm. But what I ended up doing, oh, I'm stuck here, sorry. So what I ended up doing is that I went to get a fourth zombie pigment. So that here I'm also doing zombie pigment. I'm going to break this one quickly, and I'm going to place the empty controller, and I'm going to program it with Blaze. And the only reason I'm doing that is that I'm just going to let it run a couple of seconds while we're talking so I can get some blaze rods. I'm so tired of always having to use the compressor to compress some blaze rods. I'm just going to let a couple, 2 or 3 stacks generate, and I can always come back here and get some more if I want to. So that's 3 stacks, and it goes so fast. This is really crazy. So that's going to be a 4th stack, and I'm going to let it go to 5, but then once I'm at 5, I'm going to stop this. Perfect. So let's remove this and put back the right one, not the blaze, the zombie. And let's grab all of these stacks, like so. Et voila. So I don't need to worry about this so much anymore. Let me just throw them in the ME system. And my blaze rod mob controller is going to go right here. So perfect. And I didn't start the crafting from here, so because I didn't start it from here, I can't have access back to it. Let me come back down here. We're going to do a quick check here on the farm. So this is still not fast enough. I can probably put, I'm going to put another 2. And I want to check in on this. 230, so going well. If this goes up to 280, I should be good to finish the quest. So let's go back here. And now we should be able to make some more mega torch. Whoa, not uppercase. So I want 5, like so. And I can go and dig. So I'm going to go outside and I'm going to show you where I want to dig a little bit. And we're going to dig just a little bit. I'm sure you guys have noticed, but oh, this is not going fast. I need to first be running and then jump. This flight is kind of weird, but at least I have a way of making it work. So there's a big secret square here that, oh, square. That's a new term. It's a square when it's made out of sand, I guess. So what I want to do is I want to see what's under there. And I don't want to be bothered by mobs, so I'm going to put a mega torch at each corner. So one here. Whoa. I'm going to put one in the other corner there. Right here. And the other corner. And hopefully this is like 164. It's not more than 300, 164. Do we have tape in this? Tape? Oh yes, we have the tape measure. But not from here. So let's do it from here. Tape measure like so. Let's craft one and let's measure this. I'm really curious. So if I click here and I go to the other place at the end there, I'm going to be able to click there and get the distance. No, I never remember how it works. So it's, you have to click and then shift click at the end. To be fair, I've never really used this. It's always something that I've seen other people use. So in the comment section, if you guys know how to use it, let me know. So now 1, 2, 3. So this is the corner of a 5x5. So look at how fast this is. And I can just go down and just dig like crazy. And so I'm going to be able to, in a time lapse, excavate this whole thing. And I'm going to end right here. And then I want to go this direction, in the direction of the square. And this is so fast that I can start breaking the blocks behind before the sand has even settled from the row before. The only problem, and I've tested this in my other in my other world, oh, it's out of power, which is not a big problem because shift right click, it's going to recharge again. Sometimes, I don't know why, as you saw, sometimes it breaks only one block. I don't know why it does that. It's a bit annoying, but it's rare enough that it doesn't really matter. All in all, it's much faster than just doing it by yourself. I'm going to turn my magnet back on so that I can start getting all of this in my system. And I'm going to be able to throw everything in my ME system as we go. So I'm not going to dig the whole thing because obviously I don't want to be the whole episode to be about digging sand, but I just wanted to show you how fast this can go. And then I can just go like this, and once in a while click and put everything in my ME system, which is why I made my ME system so amazing to begin with, and I added all of these drive, because now I can go back, and when I go back I'll see how much sand I have. And what I would usually do, I'm going to show you how I would usually do this. This is not how I would usually do this. I would usually dig one corner and then go directly on the opposite side, and 1, 2, 3, and dig down that one too. And the reason for that is that I would know when to stop going in the other, when I'm going in the other direction. Now I'm trying to be careful because I don't want to break the cobblestone layer like this. Perfect. So now I can go in this direction and go meet where I started digging on the other side. And I'm going to continue just a little bit more. This is almost out of power anyway. Oh, yeah, it's almost out of power. So I'll do as much as I can, but that explains to you how I want to do this. And once this whole square is excavated, we're going to start digging down gently to see what's under there. And we're going to put another mega torch because it's 164, but I don't know if the 164 applies in height. And I don't know if I'm 164 up, like I'm at Y38. So when I exit here, I'll check what's the height difference, because I might actually be in a situation where I'm not going, they don't reach. And if there's a dungeon in there, well, I want the dungeon to not be full of mobs. Although the torch is not supposed to block spawning from all of the type of spawners. I think they're pretty fine with, and this is empty. So since this is empty, that's where I'm going to end the digging for this episode, and I'm going to go back and I'm going to get started on the diamond quest. But this way you have a good idea of how I'm going to be able to dig this. And look how quickly this happened. I can do this that quickly. I'm also going to put a super crafting frame because, not a super crafting frame, a super teleportation frame, because I want to be able to come back and forth to here quickly. I don't want to have to do this whole flying at all time. And I might dig up also one of these places, and I might dig up the dungeon under the ship. Now that I have this capacity for digging, I think it would be pretty fun. Once we're done with all of the other quests, like once the dirt quest is finished and we're at a point where we're basically just waiting on the quest for the diamond, because I really think that's the one we're going to be waiting for at the end. Let me take a pause and look at, see, 14k sand. I went from 3 or 4 to 14k. Sorry. So when we're going to be done with all of the quests and we're waiting for diamond, I have the intention of doing looting episode where I'm going to go bottom down loot all of the cities and collect everything so I can show you everything that was in the cities. So this is still in, oh no, so this is no longer in balance, which means I'm going to stay at 9. So let me stay at 9 like this, and hopefully this should empty a little bit so that I don't have any problem. Let me remove a couple of stacks just to be sure, like this, and let's take another look at it, and 237,000. That's amazing. With 671 here, and if I look in my chest, dirt, 31k. And why did my 10 temp info disappear? Did I forget to turn it on, or did it just disappear when I teleported somewhere? I didn't go to the end. Oh, I went to the end, so it disappeared when I went to the end. Okay, so now we need to do the Duncan web setup for the diamonds. So let's get into that. Okay, so here's the list of ingredients that we need for the next craft, which is going to have to be in 2 parts because we need to put the setup down to get the instrument for the rest. So the first things are very easy. We just need a couple of machines from Thermal Foundation. And I'm going to be doing all through this right here, so it should go pretty fast. So the first step that I want to make, I just want to get the gears out of the way and the alloy. So I want to make some electrum. So for electrum, I need one. Oh, no, okay, I already have electrum. So electrum is crafted. I'm still going to craft one to make sure that you guys know how to do it. So it's 1 gold and 1 silver. So you need 1 gold and 1 silver, and you put it in an alloy smelter. And I'll go downstairs so I have access to my machine. Gold and silver will make 2 electrum. Perfect. Then we need to make some invar. So invar is iron. I'm going to need 44 invar ingots. So I'm going to need 32 iron ingot, and I'm going to need 16 nickel ingots. So where are my nickel ingot? Right here. 32, 16. And you know what? I want to have more, so I'm just going to make double the recipe because I can use more, and with all of the materials that I have, it's not like it really matters if I'm burning through too much resource. So that should get me those 2 material. We're also going to need to make some signalum, but that we're going to do a bit later on. So now for my gears, I'm going to need 16 copper. So, no, not 16. So copper ingot. I already have 2 gear, but for my full craft I need 16, so let me grab the 16. Let me go upstairs, and the gears are all made right here. Do I have the gear on? Yeah, it's the gear cast that's on. Oh, that's jumpity jump. So let's put that. Oh no, not on the cable. Oh, it's my it was my magnet again. So let me put that here and go on the... Just going to throw all of those in there. Grab that one, throw it here, and I'm going to go on the other side to catch my gears. So the other gears that I have to make are the Ingar gear and tin gears. I'm going to need 24 tin ingot, 24, so that's going to be 32, split in 2, resplit in 2, that's 24, perfect. Let me throw all of this on here, under the cable, so that it doesn't fall on the cable like the other one. Let's go right here. Then we're going to need 8 Invar gear, so let's look at Invar. 8, 16, 24, 32, so I can grab 32 exactly. And next, and that's 4, and that's 5. I'm just going to wait for the 6th one and then go and throw the rest there. So 32 Invar ingot. Let's go here to grab the gear. So while we're waiting on this, we can start making the machine frame. So machine frame, I'm going to need 6 of these. So 1, 2, oops, I need to put the tin gear in there. So I'm going to need to call it again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 machine frame that I'm going to throw right back in there. I'm going to put these in there. I'm going to put these in there. And then I'm going to go for a coil. So I need 5, 6 redstone reception coil. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to need 1 redstone conductance coil like this. And as the list of the machines, I don't really need the glacial precipitator, but I want to be able to get ice and snow. So while I'm crafting all of this, I figured it was worth it doing it at the same time. Perfect. So now I've done these, I've done those. I need the piston. So the piston I can just, if I don't have enough, I can just order some more. So let's order 10. I want to keep some in my system, and I need 3. And buckets, I'm going to need 2 buckets. So and I have 3 buckets. So I'm not going to craft any of the bucket. So now I'm all good on this. I should be able to make the machines that I want. So I want a pulverizer. I know I have 4 on the in Dirt Farm 1.0, but I just want a separate setup. So a pulverizer. Then I'm going to need a Magma Crucible. Magma Crucible. So the pulverizer is to transform the obsidian into obsidian dust. The Magma Crucible is to melt the redstone into redstone, destabilized redstone. Perfect. Then the fluid transposer is Fluid transposer is the machine that actually takes the redstone, the destabilized redstone, and takes some of the what's it called, the obsidian dust, and put the destabilized redstone on it to make some basalt powder, because I'm not I'm not going to hunt for them for now. I just want to craft the machine first, and I'm probably going to go hunt for them in the next episode. Then I need the Igneous Extruder. Igneous Extruder. And that's the machine that's going to allow us to use water and lava to make obsidian. I know I already have a free obsidian setup, but I want this whole system to be self-encased and not have to wait for this. So it's going to be easier for me that way. So Pulverizer, Magma Crucible, Fluid Transposer, Igneous Extruder. Now, this is a machine I didn't really want to make, but I have to. I need an Induction Smelter, and the only reason why I need one is to make the Signalum, because the only way to make Signalum from Thermal Foundation is with the Thermal Foundation machine. There's no recipe for it in the Alloy Smelter, not that I know of. And then the Glacial Precipitator right here. So like this, so we have our 6 machine, and we can start doing a setup. And like everything else that are automation, I'm trying to put everything downstairs now. So I'll come right here, and I'll be able to use my trusty new digger. Is it the best idea to put it there? Yeah, because I want to tie it to the ME system. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come right here, and I'm going to dig under. And I can always put a floor later on. But I want to put it under because I want to be able to expand. Oops, I want to be able to expand the base under. And this is the weirdest thing ever. It does a 5x5, but on height, you don't get the center. You have to do it from the bottom part. So I'm not quite sure about that, but you just need to know that. And once you know it, you just have to be careful about doing it the proper way. Perfect. So I'm going to also go down one this way. Like so, and like so, and now I wish I'd gone a bit further one way or the other. This is not going to be equal, and it's probably going to bug me, but no worries for now. So let's show all of this in the system, and I forgot to start my 10 temp info again. So let's show all of this in the system, and now let's put the machines down. So, like I said, we need to start making some obsidian. Okay, so I'm going to set this down right here, and to make obsidian, oh, sorry, not the Magma Crucible. We need the Igneous Extruder. The way the Igneous Extruder works is that it needs water and lava to make obsidian. So I'm going to set it to input on this side and input on that side, and output from the back. Okay, so I'm going for obsidian. I'm going to need 2 ender tank. Well, 3 ender tank. Ender tank. And the reason I need 3 is that I never connected an ender tank to water. So let's do this. 1, 2, 3, like this. And let's go like this. 1, 2, 3. And then we need to go upstairs and set those up, and we'll be right back. But let's put a mega torch down just to make sure that there's no mob that gets spawning here while we're gone. So water, I'm going to put an ender tank for water right here. Oh. And I want to set it on blue, blue, blue. So let's get some lapis. Gonna get 6 lapis. Lapis. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I could have crafted it with the wool from the beginning, but I always forget. So blue, 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 because blue means water. Let's break this down and put it right next to this here. And it should get in. Yes, it's getting in. Perfect. And now I need to check the color for my lava because I forgot. It's red, red, red. Perfect. So then I can go back downstairs. And these machines are not like the marvelous Ender IO machine. They're not push-pull. But the good thing is that these ender tank are push-pull. So if I remember correctly, I can go like this and set this one to push, and it pushes water in here. Now I'm going to get some red. Where's my red dye here? 1, 2, 3, and that one's expensive, and I don't have infinite of these. So 1, 2, 3, it's going to be on lava, and set it on output, and it should get in here, and both together now only needs power to generate the obsidian. Perfect. So this is going to make obsidian, and now, like I said, I need to bring power here. So let's get some energy conduit, and energy conduit like so. And we're just going to bring them down right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm going to make them go from under, and I can always patch the floor later. So let's do this like that and bring energy to this machine from under. This is going to start crafting some obsidian. And like this, and you can see that it's already making obsidian. It's not super fast, but this whole system I don't think needs to be super fast, and I might improve it later on. So for now, it's just making some obsidian. We don't need obsidian. What we need is obsidian dust. So now I'm going to cheat, and I'm going to put this machine right back to it. The reason you put it right back to it is that you set up the back to be the input. And when two of these machines are connected to each other, they do push and pull to each other, just not to conduits and stuff like that. So now I'm getting my obsidian here, which gets broken down into pulverized obsidian. And I don't think that it has any byproduct. Let me just do a quick check, show recipe. Just have to find the obsidian was right here, I think. Nope, that's not obsidian. Just want to make sure that it has no byproduct that could gunk the system, else I need to eject that somewhere else. And this is taking longer than I thought. Okay, just get me obsidian, like so. And if I look at what I can do with obsidian, right here I'll get to Pulverizer. And see, there's no secondary output, so I don't have to worry. So now, the reason we needed this obsidian dust, pulverized obsidian, is that we're going to use it in two manners. We're going to use it to craft petroleum dust, and we're going to use it to, what's the other thing we're going to make with it? We're going to use it, well, for the aluminum glass, but that's something else. Oh, sorry. We're going to use it to make basalt's powder. So we need destabilized redstone. So now that's where the system gets a bit more complicated. And wow, these alerts, I'm sorry I forgot to stop my notification again. So we want to make sure that we craft both. So now we're going to need an Ender IO conduit so that we can have the round robin stuff. So let's go like this, Ender IO, and this is in the way, so I'll remove it. And now we're going to need two things. Well, first we're going to need an analog crafter. And I didn't put that in the recipe because one, they're super cheap and easy, and two, you know by heart how to make these by now. So let's put an analog crafter right here. And let's not forget this one that we set on extract, we need to make sure that we put the round robin. And the rest we're going to need to use them into a fluid transposer. So I'm going to put a fluid transposer right here. And I'm going to set this one to insert and this one to insert also. So now we should be getting some in both of them. Oh, I didn't set this one to insert properly. So I set this to insert like this, and now it should start getting some, unless it's empty already. Yeah, it extracted all of them. So I'm going to rebalance this machine like we always do, spread, sticky, whatnot. Put this here, and I'm gonna get half and put half in here. So now in here we also need redstone, and we also need redstone, and what else do we need? We need the redstone, we need the clay, and we need the, oh, I forgot. So let me just go check basalts. Whew. I have a hard time pronouncing and or saying that word. So you craft basalts with obsidian, clay, and redstone. Perfect. So I'm going to put the Magma Crucible. Oh, I don't want to put it on top, because if I put it on top, it's not going to connect to power easy. So I'm going to start bringing power over here. I'm going to need power like so. And here. Perfect. So now I can put the Magma Crucible here. And it's going to output this side. I need this side to be an input. Perfect. And here I'm going to need some redstone. Let's just prep the starting of these machines. Redstone. Going to take 2 times 64. The reason I want 2 times 64, I want 64 in here, and I want 64 in here. I'm also going to need the clay. clay, and clay I don't have an infinite of. So we're going to have to start making more clay and connect it to the system. And this, every time we get 200 destabilized redstone, it goes over the pulverized obsidian and it's going to create basalt. And we're going to set this one to insert extract and out. Oh no, sorry, I can't do that. I can only set it to insert, and this one we're going to set the top to extract, like so. And we're going to need to bring Ender IO over to it, like this. So now it should extract, and it should never come in here because it will always have pulverized obsidian, and it should take the basalt powder. Oh, if I set it to extract, always active, it should bring it in here. Perfect. And now it's making petroleum dust, which is exactly what we needed. And the petroleum dust, that's why I needed to wait to make the tectonic initiator, because I need 2 of them. But with them in a Magma Crucible, it makes tectonic petroleum. So let's grab 2 for our craft. And now I just realized that my whole list is wrong. I need 2 Magma Crucible. And the Whale is so bad. Look, this is a redstone furnace, this is a redstone furnace. But when you click on them, it's a fluid transposer and a Magma Crucible. So I'm going to have to actually go craft an extra machine that I had planned. And this induction smelter, I don't really need it in here. I'm just going to connect it here quickly, like so, just to be able to use it. Because now I want to make my signalum. Like I said, the signalum is only crafted from this machine, from the induction smelter. Oops, sorry, it's made from... Oh boy. I need to make signalum blend, and signalum blend can only be made... Did I derp that one bad? I thought there was a way of making... In an alloy smelter, there is a recipe. Oy. So, I did my research wrong. I thought I needed an induction smelter for it. Oh no, sorry. Okay, now I'm all derpy. The induction smelter is for the signalum, ardent signalum glass. Because any ardent glass is done only that way. So I need some copper. Copper, I need 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I need some redstone. Redstone, I need 20. So let's grab 32, split, and split. And I need 2 silver. Silver, 1, 2. And I'm going to use this alloy smelter and quickly throw this in here. It's going to make my signalum. And then I also need 4 pulverized obsidian, which I don't have enough already. So let me grab 4 from here. And this should all balance out. Like, I make the machine faster if need be, but it's not like I'm going to need a crazy amount. I do expect this to be completely full in no time. So I need 4 pulverized obsidian and my signalum. So signalum, I'm going to grab 5. And I'm going to grab 5 because I'm going to put 1 in here. So 1 in here. And you see it'll make our ardent signalum glass. And the other 4 we're going to use to go make an ingot out of it. Not an ingot, a gear. So 2 ardent signalum glass. Now let's go back upstairs. We're going to make a quick jaunt upstairs because I don't want to craft the redstone servo. If you remember my old crate, I was like, I'm never going to use this redstone servo. Well, yeah, I did find a use for it. So that's what we needed it for. Perfect. So let's go back downstairs quickly. Let's go make the gear for the signalum. Like so. Oh. Let's grab the signalum gear from the other side. And now we should have everything to craft our tectonic augmentator. So, tectonic initiator like this. Oh, I need the bronze also. So I need 2 bronze plate. Do I already have bronze? Let's search bronze. And I do have bronze. If you guys don't remember how to make bronze, bronze is really simple. It's basically you put together 3 copper and 1 tin. So 3 copper, 1 tin gives you 4 bronze. So I'll just grab 2 bronze and I'll just do plates like this. No, not that one. What's the other plate? What's the hammer? I'm just going to use the hammer like this. Engineer hammer. 1, 2. Hopefully this should work. Tectonic initiator like this. Et voila. Which now brings me to the second or third derp of this episode. Where am I going to put this tectonic initiator in? I'm going to put it in a pulverizer. Did I craft an extra pulverizer? No, I did not. So now I'm missing a pulverizer. Hopefully it's something that's really easy. First I need 4 tin again. Tin ingot. 1, 2, 3, 4. I need to go back. Oh, why did I come here when I could... I'm not used to machines not being connected. Now everything's always connected and so much easier that I always forget that I don't need to go completely to the end of my base to do one action. So let's put that back in. Let's go for machine frame like so. Craft one machine frame. Then I need a coil, a redstone reception coil like this, very easy. And now pulverizer like this. And I had the 2 copper gear from before, so I'm good. So now I can go back downstairs. And I said I also needed the Magma Crucible. So thank God I made more invar than I should. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I'm going to go back to my gear making machine, which, you know what, I think I'm going to try to automate it in the next episode. I think it would be an interesting project. And there are ways to automate it. I don't think it would be that hard, by the way. So I might bring it downstairs to automate it, just, you know, for the heck of it. Let me get this right here, perfect, and that one. And now let's push those 2 in, and now I need another gear in var, not in var, tin, hitin, hinton, whatever. Tin ingot, and tin is, there's so many things that has a letter TIN in that it's hard to find. Let's go up here and just a bit more, throw this on the machine. Let's go grab the gear from the other side. And now we should be good to craft the second Magma Crucible. So Magma Crucible, I'm going to throw this in. First I need a machine frame like this. And the Magma Crucible is the one that also has a redstone conductance coil like this. Let's put all of this together. What am I missing? I made a reception coil. No? Guess not. So another reception coil like this. And guys, don't worry. The material list that you're looking at is going to, it was the complete material list. Because when I derp like this, I don't want you to have to try and figure out what you're missing afterward. I know that if you're like me, I'm the kind of guy that would pause, create the same material, everything, and be ready and in the same point. Is this stopped? This is 64. Huh? Why is this not... Oh. I removed the input from the back. Perfect. So, that's less than ideal. And it's restarted now. Okay. So the second thing is, now that I have this petroleum dust, I need to pulverize it. So I'll just put a... not pulverize it. I need to melt it in a Magma Crucible, if I remember correctly. Petroleum, perfect. So I need to pass this through a Magma Crucible to do tectonic petroleum. The reason I need a pulverizer is that if I put a pulverizer here now, I can put this augment. Oh, I also need an augment. So augment. I need an upgrade augment to be, oh no, not an upgrade augment. I need just an upgrade. So upgrade. What's the first tier? I never remember the name, and I hate this bug. So thermal. I need this one right here, an Ardent Upgrade Kit. This recipe is not a 2x2. Ardent Upgrade Kit like this. And I'm going to just make the worst one. Oh, not this. I'm going to make a bronze gear the worst inefficient way ever, because I don't want to have to come back here, and I can just put the Ardent Upgrade Kit, and I can put the tectonic augmentation. So now I'm going to configure to receive from the back liquid, and then I'm going to need to get the diamond from one side, so I'm going to get the diamond from this side. Do I have any diamond? Oh, not this. Do I have any diamond right here? Diamond block? No, I don't have any diamond block, so I can't even test the machine. But just quickly, let's take this, and I'm going to need some Ender IO conduit to extract from here and import into here. So if I configure this machine to be input from here, output through the back. So now I'm going to turn it on, and it should start extracting the petroleum dust. Hello. It should start extracting the, oh, there's no input. So insert right here. Yeah, it's extracting, and it's coming into here. And now all I need is to connect energy to those two machines. So I'm going to go like this. Right here. Energy, energy, energy cable. Perfect. So these two are connected. So this is finally melting it into petroleum, which is going to bring it to this machine here. And I'm going to input the diamond from here. So I'm going to make a small quick change. I need another ender chest. Oh, I just don't remember what the color code for the ender chest is. It's right here. It's light blue, light blue, light. So it's 3 light blue. So let's make an light blue wool like so. I'm going to keep this, and I'm going to say ender chest like this, and I'm going to craft this ender chest, but I'm going to replace with this right now, and this should now be one that contains diamonds. So I'll go back down here. I'll put an Ender IO conduit right here. I still have Ender conduit. I don't need to grab this from here. Like so. I'm going to disconnect them because I don't want them touching. Where's my Yeta wrench? Perfect. So let's disconnect these two. I'm going to put this in here. I'm just going to find a way to go under, and I'm going to use a, I have to remove the step. Since I've updated everything, I keep having that stepping, which really annoys me. So basic filter, I need to empty my end, so I'm going to click in this, and I'm going to say extract, but only these. And I need, it's full again. I'm going to need to do, no, give me diamond. Perfect, so I got some diamond. I'm going to be able to click right here to say put diamonds in here. I'm going to be able to say extract on, always active, and here to say set it to insert. And then I'm going to put, and it grabbed 2, but I'm going to put some diamond in here. And now this should always craft diamond 3 at a go. And look at this. I'm going to set the top as an export, like so. Move this over, Ender IO conduit, and connect this. Now I can come in here and say this on insert, and set this one to extract always. Et voila. Tectonic petroleum. Wait a minute. This should be giving me more than 2. So 3. Whew. Okay, so here's what happened. Probably when I looked, 1 had already been grabbed. I'm just going to let 2 more go. 1, so 6, and another 1. Just to make sure, and this is going up. So this is now the more complicated but more efficient way of doing this. And you see the tectonic petroleum is full, and we might make this machine faster. We might make everything faster. It depends if we start backing up on diamond ore. So 12, so perfect. I'm happy that it's really making the 3 that I thought it was going to make. Always active. Going to throw these diamond back in, and I'm just going to go and stop my other machine. So Jimmi Ashby, thanks for the trip. the tip and trick, and it made for a very interesting setup. But now that setup is over, and I no longer need to manage the diamond this way. So I'm just going to come right here and change my export rule. I'm going to leave the emerald there because, you know, everyone loves emerald. Oops, did I put it here? Yeah. I'm just going to say no more diamond in here. I'm going to grab my 15 diamond and put it back in this machine. So that's the setup I wanted to do for this episode, and we're going to be good with that. So the next episode, let me just do one quick check on my dirt quest. I think in the next episode, we're finishing the dirt quest. We're submitting. The next episode is going to be quest submission. 274, so 6, 7, 8, 950. Oh, barely. So we're going to really finish in the next episode. And with the 42, yeah. So the dirt quest, I will no longer be dirty from the next episode, and it's just going to be, I think I'm going to submit 5 or 6 quests at a time and start concentrating on the other. So this was a long episode, but I had a lot to show you guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye now.